I was working on some reloads with BLC2 and CFE223. I ran out of BLC2, so I got CFE223. And on my final shots, I shot here at 50 yards with the CFE223. So I adjusted it over 3, and I put in a BLC2. It shot here, so I backed it back up. So apparently they're going to shoot about the same. One maybe a ½ inch to an inch lower than the other, but that's okay. In all of this, so I was checking my balance scale with a digital scale, and I have 2 Lee balance scales and they wouldn't matching. So I got the electronic scale and figured out which one was doing the best. But one interesting note, by the way, I always use Bushnell or Weaver scopes. I found those to be the best scopes for parallax and everything else. I've got a TrueGlo on a 22 and it is awful. I do not recommend TrueGlo optics. And it's supposed to be a rimfire optic. But I'll show that one to you sometime. It's got a long eye relief, but you can look through it and move your head around a little bit and you can see that the crosshairs are not staying stationary or like it should be, like I like. And I've always used, I got a 3-9x32 on this 30-30, and on my nephew's Marlin that I'm 61. That Marlin is more than 40 years old, about 45 years old. Daddy bought it when I was a kid for me, and then later gave it to my nephew. I said, Daddy, I thought that was my rifle. Well, you know, I bought it. You know how old people are. But anyway, this factory, I wanted to use up the factory stuff to start the zero process. Well, believe it or not, one of the factory ones did not fire, and I hit it twice. So I'm gonna pull that bullet and then put my own charge in it. That's one good thing about doing your own. I just don't know about factory stuff anymore. You know, that could have been a missed deer. And, you know, in some parts of the state, you know, or your time off for vacation or whatever, you know, that deer you see may be the only one. And you need something reliable. And I've always liked Winchester, but I've used them all, Federal and Remington, and, you know. But anyway, it's shooting pretty doggone good. Like I say, I backed that back up. So those two, the CFE223 and the BLC2 are going to shoot pretty close to the same. But I'm using a 150 grain Sierra that I bought at Walmart. And I tell you, I can't believe I bought some rings for a different gun the other day, and I just can't believe, I used to be in sporting goods retail for 30 years. I can't believe the cost of rings that's gone up. $50 even at Walmart. So I was at my local gun shop to support my small business, and they were the same price. So I had to get some Weaver extension rings for a different gun. Well, I just couldn't believe it. Rings that we used to sell for $20, 25, 24 at the most, $24.95. have doubled. I can't believe it. But anyway, according to the book, CFE 223 is supposed to be pushing quite a bit faster, maybe 100, 150 feet per second, according to the book. These Winchesters say 2200 at the muzzle, but the CFE 223, I think it was close to 24. Well, I'll have to look again, but it was faster than this. Maybe 2300, a little over 23. I'm using the max load. Well, not quite the max load. I backed it off. I'm at, like 36.5. I can't remember. Something like that in CFE. I'll have to look again. But anyway, it's shooting good at 50. So if I run out of 223 and I can't get it, or I can get BLC2 cheaper, well, I will, because I use BLC2 for 303 British, my nephew's 8mm, all of that. Of course, I could switch it, but I really don't want to. But anyway, I just thought folks might find that interesting, that the factory load didn't work. As these Winchester, look at me, as these Winchester 170s. Anyway, I'll pull that bullet and put my 150s in it and save that 170 bullet. I'll look up the charge on it and just stick a charge in it, what the book says. Thank y'all for watching, and I appreciate my subscribers.